What to do when a broker asks to see your bank statement. I'm Tim Diesel, I'm a commercial real estate consultant, and I'm going to talk about the best way to deal with brokers and their objections. So this is a question I receive, and I receive this many times. So if I'm ever making a video about something, it's because I've gotten the question more than a handful of times. And I see how this would come up a lot. Because if you're on, and I want to give you the pros and cons, I want to give you both sides here. Let's say you're a commercial broker and you're listing a property for someone, and it's a medical office building, and you're listing it for $500,000. You're going to be receiving a lot of phone calls right now. The market's on fire, it's saturated. People are going to be calling and making offers. Maybe they're cash offers, whatever the case is. So the broker, in his defense, he wants to weed out the time wasters, right? He doesn't want to be fielding a ton of calls. He wants to know, all right, who's serious? So if you were to make an offer, write a letter of intent, whatever the case is, the broker might ask you, all right, do you have any proof of funds? Can I see your bank statement? Now, this is what I'm telling you the best way to handle it. Whenever a broker asks me to see a bank statement, I just hang up on them and I move on. That is not a serious broker. He doesn't even know what they're doing. There's absolutely no reason to do that. Absolutely no reason to do that. Whenever a broker is asking you to see proof of funds, ignore them and move on to the next person. I wouldn't even waste my time with them if I were you. That deal is dead. Doesn't matter how good the deal is, I wouldn't even waste my time. Now, that's my personal opinion on how you should deal with it. If you choose to move forward and the deal is lucrative for you and it's something you want to move forward, you just need a bank statement or a proof of funds from someone else who could show you those funds. It does not mean that's where the money is coming from. Now, if you're doing an SBA loan, a Small Business Administration, if you're doing a small business loan for a business, those funds that are showed in that bank statement, they have to be used. So at closing, the SBA policy, they're going to ask you, hey, where did this money come from, this $200,000? And that has to be linked to the same account number. This is a fact. This is the way they do it. When you're buying real estate property, the seller or the broker, whoever asks you for that, it does not matter. They are not going to link it like that. It doesn't matter to them. So if they are asking for that, they're just giving you another hurdle. Why? Maybe because they have 5 or 6 other people ahead of you and they want to know who's going to be more serious. So try to keep in mind they are doing their job. They're not trying to give you a hard time, but it's all about your tolerance. How much of this do you want to put up with? You are not required by any kind of laws or anything to show them anything if you don't want to. You can say no easily. But in a nice way, you can ask them. I'm not kidding. I just move on. That is not someone who's serious. Anybody you make an offer to, let's say there's some brokers in my area. If you make an offer on an apartment building or on a retail space, they'll want you to tour the property. Well, sometimes you don't need to. It's ridiculous. What for? I'm making an offer based on the financial aspect, not how it looks. So keep in mind, these are not brokers that own property. They don't. They're selling property. So when you're in that mindset and you're working with them, show them the respect they deserve, but at the same time, don't waste too much time on it. These are large brokerage firms, and I have expressed to you how they deal with acquiring new clients. They don't even know them. Make 50 or 100 phone calls a day and whatever, as soon as they get one. These are not relationship type brokers. They're going to ask you because they want to weed out everybody else. So if they do ask you for that, you're not required to give anything. You never have to do that. If you are having a tough time, there's definitely ways around that. Definitely, you can do a letter. You can do a letter of credit from your bank. And they could say, hey, we approved this guy for X amount of dollars. However you want to do it, there's definitely ways around that. So I hope that answers everything. If there's more questions on it, please let me know. I'm here to help you. Thank you.